This episode brought to you by Buffalo.com. Why go to the store to get stamps when you can have them printed right at home for your convenience?
Let me take it back to how Street Fighter 2 came out. I never read the first one, but hey, this is an awesome game. Can't wait for Street Fighter 3. Then comes Street Fighter 2 the Champion Edition. Oh, correct.
Street Fighter 3's next, right? Nope, Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Okay, awesome. Can't wait for Street Fighter 3. Super Street Fighter 2. Cool. Street Fighter 3? Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. What the fuck? At first I thought all these updates were kinda nice to hold you over, but how many times can you update the same fucking game? It's getting ridiculous. I'm not gonna buy it again. Well, then finally comes Street Fighter Alpha, then Street Fighter Alpha 2 Turbo. And after that, I honestly lost track. There eventually was a Street Fighter 3, like 9 million versions of it, but there was also Street Fighter Zero Turbo, Street Fighter EX Turbo, EX2, and EX2 Plus. Not to mention, way back on the NES, there was Street Fighter 2010, EX2 Plus Turbo, and I couldn't tell you where that fits in. And speaking of Capcom, Mega Man's another series where the numbering got confusing. There's Mega Man 1 through 6 on the Nintendo, but then on the Super Nintendo, there's Mega Man X, which at the time I thought it meant Mega Man 10, but then came Mega Man X2 Turbo and X3 Turbo. Strangely enough, there was a Mega Man 7 on Super Nintendo after all. That's right, two different series going on at the same time. Stop numbering them. Take Halloween for example. Halloween, Halloween 2, Halloween 3, Halloween 4, Halloween 5, Halloween The Curse of Michael Myers, Halloween H2O, Halloween Armor of God, and Halloween Resurrection. Oh god. If they continue like this, years from now, future generations aren't going to know which order these films came in unless they do a little research first. What I want to know is why was it okay to number the first 5, but not after that? Like they're embarrassed they made so many. Not to mention each one just sucks harder and harder. And if anything, the more fucking sequels there are, the more necessary it would be to just fucking number them. Okay, well that's real fine, but where'd the fucking numbers go? If they couldn't call Star Trek Generation Star Trek 7, then why didn't they just call it Star Trek The Next Generation off the show, and then call the next one Star Trek The Next Generation 2, and just start a new line of sequels? But hey, some of the original cast was in Star Trek Generations, so instead, they should have called it Star Trek 7 / The Next Generation Part 1, Turbo. Actually, never mind, just fuck it. I've always praised the Rocky movies. What a perfect string of sequel titles.
Rocky, Beast Power, Rocky,
and Rocky 5. But they're gonna fuck it all up now by calling the new one Rocky Balboa. Seriously, are you kidding me? Rocky Balboa?
Hi, my name is Rocky Balboa, Bob because I'm in them. Yeah.
Rocky Balboa.
Rocky Balboa.
Why can't it be Rocky 6? Rocky Balboa sounds like it's the first one, but just adding his last name. And what if they made another one? Would they include his middle initial, and then his date of birth? But what a shitload of fuck. What kind of stupid excuse for a title is this? Reveal more of the character's name. It's like making a prequel to Forrest Gump, and just calling it Forrest Gump. Now with talk of Rambo 4 coming out, what are they gonna do? Call it John Rambo?
Your worst nightmare.
And speaking of Rambo, that's a series that somehow completely changed its title. The first one was called First Blood. That's it, First Blood. The second one was called Rambo, First Blood Part 2. And then the third one was called Rambo 3. So what, they just forgot about First Blood?
Fuck 'em. Fuck off.
The correct title would be Rambo 2, First Blood Part 3, Turbo. Now let's talk about the zombie series. If you live in America and you're trying to follow these movies, you'll find Zombie 1 through 6, but there's no Zombie 2. What the fuck? A movie series with a missing sequel? Well, here's the explanation. It started off with George Romero's Dawn of the Dead. Yes, that's right, the sequel to Zombie. Then there was an Italian-made sequel called Zombie 2. Speaking of movie series with missing titles, whatever happened to the naked Rocky Balboa? Where's the other half of naked Rocky Balboa? Naked Rocky Balboa? Well, I gotta calm down now. So that's enough of my gripes. Thanks for listening to my rants, and good fucking night. By the way, I'm just fucking naked Rocky Balboa.